Hello everyone and welcome to the second video in the Plexus Engage app training series. Right now we're going to talk about how to use the Plexus Engage app to sample. So let's tap on the button. It's right here in the upper right on your dashboard there. Click. This is what we call the sample dashboard. And on this dashboard at all times you'll be able to see how many credits you have remaining. For new ambassador enrollments, there should be 3 credits there automatically for you. In addition, if you need to purchase credits, you can click on this button and you'll have the option to purchase 1 or 3 credit packs that you can go ahead and have installed into your app. It usually takes approximately 5 minutes for the credits to show up into the app after you do that. In addition, you have a chronological order of all the samples you've sent, as well as their status right here. And then last, and what we're going to talk about now, is you have the ability to offer and send samples right from this button. What you want to do when you click on this button is you always want to use the offer a sample first. Even if you have the person's information or you've actually talked to them about sending them a sample, go ahead and use the offer sample sequence because it's going to offer to them, 1, to ensure they really want a sample, they'll have to request it, and 2, it actually allows them to put their address in. And this keeps down the number of mistakes on the address and makes it a lot easier for you to send the sample when you're ready. So let's go ahead in there and talk about offering a sample. So to offer a sample, you have 2 options because we have 2 samples that you're going to be able to offer, as you can see here. So either one is fine. You can offer whichever one you want to your prospect, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the microbiome right here and hit share. And what comes up is what is typical is our sample message that you're going to be able to change. You don't have to be locked into this message. It's pre-written for you. You'll be able to change it right before it goes out, but this is a preview page to show you what the text and email looks like. And you can even offer samples via Facebook Messenger, as you'll see. And this is the message that's copied in when we do that. And you can, again, adjust that before it goes out. So let's just hit next. And this is where you decide who are you going to offer this sample to. If you're new, most of your friends and people you know are going to be in your actual phone's address book here. If you just meet somebody on the street, you might have met them at Starbucks and struck up a conversation with them. That's one way. But also Facebook Messenger contacts, sometimes you may only have their first and last name. You may not have an email in a cell phone, so you can just type their name in here. So once you do that, you would just then hit next. Existing prospects, again, is just for people that you've already started marketing to, and you will go back to them when you follow up with them, so you only keep 1 record in the contact management system right here. So let's go ahead and do what most of you are going to do and select from the address book. So to show the demonstration, I'm going to select myself from my address book. It's good for you to go ahead and put yourself in the address book so you can practice all these different things on yourself as well. It's a wonderful way to do that. So as you can see, I've now loaded myself in and I am now a prospect. There's no other way to get people into the prospect button other than actually sharing with them or offering to them. So let's go ahead and hit the next button. And this is where you can decide how you want to send the offer or how you want to send that message with that video. And as you can see, I have all of the chat apps that we support loaded. The app is smart in that it knows which apps you have loaded. So obviously you most likely do not have all these loaded. So it's only going to show you what you have. Okay, but for purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and text it so we can see what that looks like coming to myself. And when you have a prospect that you have never talked to before, or you don't have a reminder set, the system is going to ask you to set a reminder. So for offer a sample, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3-day reminder, but 1 day is fine, whatever you wish, and hit send. This brings up the text message ready to go. So I'm going to tap on it. And then the text message goes out and you can see this is what it looks like when it comes to your prospect, okay? So it's very easy to use, and then your prospect will just click on this link to take a look at what you have to offer. And what it's going to show is a video about that specific sample so they can look at that and see more information about it, and has the ability right there for them to get their free sample. In addition, it's always going to have your replicated information on all of these pages so they can contact you at any time, okay? So let's go ahead and click on get your free sample. So here, what happens is it automatically takes them to a sample entry page where they can enter their information. Now, since the app already knows, as you saw me load, the first name, the last name, the telephone, and the email, the app will preload whatever it knows to help your prospect not have to retype it. So it's a smart app in that sense. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a fake address here just so you guys can see what it looks like and figure out exactly how this is going to work. Whirlpool Lane, and we'll put it into somewhere up here. And you can see how easy this is to go ahead and use for your prospects to use, and then they'll put in the country code. And then as you also can tell, we've defaulted to the US for right now because that makes it a lot easier. So once your prospect puts this in, they click get your free sample. And a couple things will happen when that happens. As you can see, they're notified that they will be contacted, but it also gives me an alert for them to be able to go ahead and send the sample. So a couple things happen when you get a sample request. First of all, it's going to tell you who the prospect name is and what the actual sample is. And you have a couple options here where you can view the prospect details. That'll go into the contact section down here to see them. You can view the alert, which actually will show you that they're requesting the sample, okay? And it shows their information, their address, and everything for you as well. You can do that, but what I would recommend you do to show you how easy this is simply hit send sample. And what that's going to do is take you all the way out to the last page to verify and simply hit send. So as you can see, confirm the following and hit next. So then you've got Slim microbiome, no problem. We've got the phone number, the address, proper information. So everything looks good here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit send. Sample submitted. You hit OK. It takes you out. So now you can go back to the sample page. And you can see now that I have a second actual sample ready to go. So I've got one that's shipped and I have one that's submitted. And you can see the difference here. Here, since it's already shipped, all I can do is view the tracking information. But while it's in the submitted status until it gets to a ready to ship status, you have the ability to view and edit the address and things like that and cancel the order, because sometimes you'll put something through really quick and then they'll call you and go, oh, I put my address in wrong. You will be able to edit it at this point. So it's a very, very nice feature for sampling to be able to edit this before it actually goes into another status. And when it does go to the next status, it will be changed from view edit down to just view. So it'll be very easy to understand. So that's how simple it is to offer a sample, okay, get a request back, and then with a push of a button, you'll get to send that sample to that person and off it goes. But that's just the beginning of the sampling process. The key to this system and why it works so well is that we have a follow-up system that is very, very effective. So let's talk about the follow-up system now. So I'm going to go out of this section here, and just so you know, I'm going to go to the home page first. So now I'm at the home page. Where you want to go is you want to go to the share section. And at the top of the share section, you see sample follow-up sequences for Slim Hunger Control and Slim Microbiome. Okay, now this is what's going on. Upon the shipment of the actual sample, when it is shipped, and you'll see the status change in the app, a couple things are going to happen. An automatic email will be sent to your prospect letting them know that it's shipped, which is great, and offering them the chance to see this video here right away. But you're also going to be alerted to go to your app by the system and send this and text this right to your prospect as well. The reason we do that is that generally emails from a computer in a campaign have about a 13% to 25% read rate. So we want to make sure that the person gets the information. So that's why you're being alerted to stay in touch with your prospect, your friend, during this whole process of trying the sample. It works extremely well when you're involved, and that's the key to the system. Couple things that keep happening. So upon arrival of the product to your friend and prospect, okay, we'll know that because there's tracking. It's going to trigger two things again. It's going to trigger a second email to your prospect to let them know that the sample has arrived. Please look on your doorstep. And it's going to have another video for them to educate them even more about the product, okay? How to, if you will, as you can see. Simultaneously, you're going to be alerted by the app and with an email backup to come to the app and send this via text number 2. Okay, again, we're keeping you, staying you involved, and we know this is the key. So then what is going to happen is at the end of the trial period, 2 days, 3 days later, actually, after a 2-day trial period, we'll give them 2 more days and then this. We will send a final email to your prospect with a link to a beautiful landing page with all the options they have to purchase this product, but also to take a look at the different enrollment packs that are $99. Those are going to be on the landing page as well. And there are many buttons on the landing page for that prospect to click and request more info to talk to you. When they click on one of those buttons on that landing page, you're going to be alerted to go ahead and contact them about helping them choose what product, what pack that they should get. In addition, you're going to be getting an alert, as you know, the third alert, and it's going to tell you to come to the app and send this exact same message to the prospect via text that has that exact same landing page with all the options, just to make sure that they see all the options in a beautiful landing page so they can see the products, of course, that you sampled, but even more so, they can see all the amazing options with the $99 enrollment pack that you can see. So this is what happens. They get that twice. They can click on the button and it's going to alert you to go ahead and contact them to discuss which pack that they should be getting, okay? So that's what's wonderful. And when you decide that, if you wish, I'm going to scroll down really quick. Down here in the enrollment links, okay, there are links here. We have 2 product purchase links that have direct checkout capability with the 10% off right here for you to send if that's what they decide they want the product. But in addition, they have the generic customer purchase link if you want. But of course, if they want to go ahead and go enroll and you guys have talked to them about which enrollment pack, you can send this replicated enrollment link to them to go to your replicated website, select the pack with them on the phone, and have them check out and go ahead and enroll. It's that easy. Sampling drives the actual need for the prospect to want to get with you to go ahead and pick out the right selection for them. And you as the expert are there to help them do that. So let's go back up to microbiome to finish out the sequence, okay? So here we are at the microbiome sequence. We got over to number 3 where you just sent it. But what we're going to also request you do is afterwards, 1 day later, we're going to send you one final alert. And we're going to ask you, did they purchase? And if they did, please send them this nice video here with a message to them via text. And if they did not purchase, we want to send this to them to keep them informed at all times to stay in touch with you. So that is the complete sampling sequence. You offer a sample. They say yes. They plug in their information. You simply send it to them. Once it starts to ship, the retargeting system kicks in with a combination of emails that are sent automatically on your behalf at the right time, shipped, delivered, then try to offer them a chance to buy after the trial period. And the system will also be simultaneously alerting you with push messaging and emails to come to your app and send the appropriate text message at the appropriate time. The combination of these two is extremely powerful and extremely effective. That combined with the beautiful sample kit will get you the results that you're looking for. So with that, let's recap how this works. We'll go to the sample button down here in the tray. Realize that you can have credits here automatically and you can purchase more credits here. You offer the sample first, right? We offer it. Once we receive the alert, you use the tools that go right to the send a sample, or you can come here and send, okay? And then what happens is once you have sent it, the status of your sample will be right here always, so you to check out, you'll be alerted. And then simultaneously, the retargeting system kicks in once the actual sample has been shipped from the warehouse, the retargeting begins. So there's the sample system. It's extremely, extremely powerful. I look forward to hearing from everybody on how it's doing, and good luck with your sampling system. Thank you.